It's the daily, daily go get up, Mr. Show. And yes, we here, and I see that y'all beat me here. How you feeling today? How you feeling tonight? We gonna get this thing right. Yo, we had mad technical difficulties over on the other side. I was trying to test out my stream on Facebook, and things went a little awry. But we here now. It's the daily, go get a miss. I'm showing how y'all feeling. We about to get this thing popping right now. Right now. Hold on, y'all. Let's do this. Let's do it. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Does my mic sound nice or is it Memorex? What's going on? Is my mic sounding right now? Is it live or are we Memorex? Are we cashing checks? Can we get respect? I'm coming at your neck now. Let's go, y'all. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Show, and we are here and we are live and direct, and we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Show. What we are talking about is, they act reckless, but they fear the consequences. No, they have no conscience. Have you ever known somebody that didn't have a conscience? They seem to not have a conscience, so they moved the way they wanted to move, or so it seems. Or they did whatever they wanted to do. They let their emotions take them wherever they wanted to take them. But when it really all came down to it, when it really came down to it, they wasn't really trying to deal with that heat when it came down. That's word. So do y'all know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And it's the daily go get up this Daily Go Get 'Em Show, baby. Let's get it popping. Let's rock, y'all. We do it non-stop, y'all, and we all up in here. No conscience, but fear the consequences. No conscience, but they fear the consequences. They ain't trying to feel that heat. And something like a bully. You know, a bully will act crazy and reckless and like they have no regard for anybody else's feelings or their fear or anything like that. But when you stand up to them, it's a whole different thing. Do you understand what I'm talking about? See, a lot of people can hit, but not a lot of people like to get hit back. A lot of people can hit, but they're afraid to get hit back. Yeah, and they fear you might black out on them. And you understand? And do you underdig? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Are we here on the same page? Hey. All right, so it's the Daily Go Get 'Em Show, y'all. No conscience, but they fear the consequences. No fear. No fear. No, they got fear. Yeah. Daily Go Get 'Em Show, baby. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? S Cook is all up in the house. How you feeling, man? It's good to see me, some you, and it's always great too. Charlene Curry. Charlene Curry. What's going on? Charlene. What's going on, Charlene? How you feeling now? Yeah, right now we're going to break that down, and it's going down. Yeah, and Emily Dunlap is in the house. What's going on? Bang, she about to turn it out. And T Carrie Wright is in the place. Yeah, it's good to see your face. My big sis Robin Ming is here to do a thing. Yeah, I push her on the swing. And Kim's Whims is all up in the place. So where the hell has your face been? I haven't talked to you for months, my friend. At least 4 months, my friend. It's good to see you. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kim. Oh, yeah, they don't. You Kim's Whims. You Kim's Whims on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. I said my brother from another mother, Norris Hill. How you feeling, my bro? It's good to see me, some of y'all. You know what I mean? It's good to see me, all of y'all. All right, so let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this your daily. The Daily Go Get 'Em Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, Well, then you just say Omar with the R's, the Daily Go Getimism Show. We all up in your area. And tonight on the Daily Go Getimism Show, we are talking about they have no conscience. They don't have a conscience. So they can do bad and not feel nothing about it. Or so it seems. So they can kill people and hide the bodies and not even thinking about it. Or so it seems. But when the cops come, or when the courts come, or when they get the subpoena, they be like, oh, what the fuck? See, when you go unchecked, if somebody doesn't check you, if you act all reckless and crazy and out of control and nobody checks you, then it looks like you big and you bad and you can even be mean to people. You know, straight up mean to people. And my definition of being mean is when you treat somebody badly when they have done nothing to deserve that. You know, you coming at people's necks for no good reason, son. And you don't even have a conscience about it. You'll say something like, well, shoot, that's what they get for being a pussy. I'm like, damn, those are the pitfalls and the consequences just for being a pussy? Well, gee whiz. Come on, Wally. Calm down. So Kim, she says good eat. Oh, hold up. You had responded. She says school and hard grind. I hear that. I know you be working. Whether you working for a company or whether you getting it popping on your own. Proud of you. Keep doing it. Keep banging. Keep knocking it out. A nigga knocking it out. Kim Williams says, like these little boys running around acting all tall because they have a gun, but when the judge read the sentence, they start crying for their moms. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. And they might shoot people. But just like I said, you might hit, but you don't want to get hit back. So you fear the consequences. So you might slap. But if somebody slap your ass back and they slap you harder, you like, oh, I wasn't really expecting that. I expected to just scare you with the slap. They might punch, but when you punch back harder, or just punch back with enough fervor, with enough energy, with enough aggression, so they know that whether we win or lose, you got a fight on your hands. They don't want that. So if you let them slap you, punch you, kick you, push you around, or humiliate you and diss you, if you don't do anything about it, they'd be like, yeah, well, yeah, it'd be like that. And even when people ask me, well, like, why you treat such and such that way? Or why you do that? Why you know what I mean? Like, shit, that's because that's the way it is. It be like that sometimes. That's why, because it be like that sometimes. They kick that kind of bullshit. But when it really all comes down, when somebody is going to hit them back or hit them in other ways, because it's not always about violence, but when it's a situation where somebody is like, let's say you abuse your woman or your man or whatever, you treat them all bad, you know, you have no regard for their feelings, you diss them, you tease them, you insult them, you humiliate them, you know, you may even be violent towards them. But when they actually say, well, you know what, I had enough of your shit. You know, you caught me when I was down and when my self-esteem was extremely low. Not only that, but I was trying to help you. Well, I think I'm gonna step off. You go, since you got what it takes, since you feel like you got what it takes in order to make it out there, I think I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna holler back at you. I'm gonna give you the piece. I'm gonna deuce you up. Deuce you down. Kim says, tough. Feel different when prison comes into play. Well, shooting people is a lot easier than fighting people. You can shoot somebody from far away. Somebody that you wasn't even aiming at. You missed the person that you supposed to be shooting at and hit an innocent bystander. And that's what I mean is you may hit an innocent bystander. Like you don't feel any remorse about the person that you crippled or the person that you hurt while you were trying to get at somebody, while you was doing that thug street shit, while you was running around here acting like a crazed knucklehead. Well, I mean, I'm saying, I ain't like I meant to do it, so it is what it is. People get shot every day, B. People get caught in the crossfire every day, B. Oh, okay. It's a whole different story. He's like, well, I ain't really want to shoot nobody. They said if I didn't shoot somebody, then they was going to shoot me. And then now you want to start snitching and act like little old bitch because you fear the consequences, but you don't appear to have a conscience. You don't appear to have a conscience. But all of a sudden, when something is about to happen to you, you expect everybody else to have a conscience. Well, I didn't know, and I didn't grow up with a dad, and my mom was always getting high, and I was abused, and I was abused. Mm-hmm. You want to take that route? Like my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, says, that oh shit look. Yeah, that oh shit look. Yeah, it's serious. It's serious. By the way, so how does Mike sound, y'all? You know what I mean? I need to know because, I already got the other one. So I was testing this one out because I actually ordered this one before the last one came. So I want to see what this sound like because that's going to be the difference between whether I keep it or whether I send it back. And I need to know because I don't have no problem with having two. I'm not going to have two on the show, but it's always good to have a really, really comparable backup. And I need to know if this one sounds as good as the other one, or if the other one sounded good at all. Maybe this one sounds good and the other one sounded all right. So when y'all said like S Cook, you said it sounds good, but how, like, I need like details. Is it like really clear? You know what I'm saying? Like, but a buffering, Robbie Rob, that's more with the video stream. That don't have nothing to do with the audio. I just need to know how I'm coming through on the sound, with the sound. So boy says clear, sounds good. You started buffering. The mic sounds nice. Check one. The mic sounds nice. Check two. Are you ready? All right. So I mean, we'll keep it because one of the things when the music was playing in the beginning, let me ask y'all that. When the music was playing in the beginning, could you hear it? Because on the other mic, the music is far in the background. It sounds far in the background because the microphone is so powerful that it only wants to pick up my voice. It doesn't want to pick up the music in the background. How did that sound? Did y'all notice any difference? Could you hear the music clearer in the background? As Cook says, clear and as good as the other one. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Then we'll rock out. And this one is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The other one is like almost twice. Well, not. This one has a good little weight to it, but the other one is heavy as shit. You know what I'm saying? The other one heavy as shit. Yeah, I mean, the other one heavy. Well, anyway. All right, so let's go. Yes. When you sit back, your voice gets lower. Yeah, it should do that. But on the other one, it doesn't do that. So wait a minute. If I sit back on this one, but if I turn the gain up, let me see. No, don't want to do that. I'll do that. Hold on. No. All right, we got okay. If I turn the gain, no. Okay. I don't know if I turn the gain up on this one. I don't know. Like, will it increase anything? I don't know. Yeah. You know what? I ain't gonna mess with. All right, let's go. Anyway. You said do it again. Don't wait. All right, let me see. I'm gonna start the music a little bit, and I want y'all to see if y'all can hear the music clear, because on the other mic it seems like it's like far in the background. All right. No. Wait. Let's do this one. Okay. Yeah. While we're here, we can talk a little bit about the phone number and sharing the show. I said, sharing the show. I need y'all to share the show and push the like button. Do that thing right now. Can you hear the beat? Can you hear the music? Can you hear how it sound in the background? Can you hear what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? Is everything going down? Is it crystal clear? Do y'all hear? Do you fear the consequences? You don't have to fear the consequences when you do the right thing and stop being in the swing. Put your arm in the sling because you damn near broke it. And I was about to choke it. The neck that I had in my hands, I beat you down like I was stealing bands from you. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right as long as we around the way. Hey, I know the time I got the Gucci on the arm and I say the rhymes word. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can you hear the beat? It doesn't sound too far away in the streets. Can we do that thing? Can we make sure to sound like the king? Are we on that stuff? And when the life gets too tough, it's gonna be all right. Y'all know we do this thing every weeknight. And when the weekend comes, we do a little drinking, a little smoking, and we act dumb. Well, I don't do none of that. Y'all know that. I stopped that shit in 2012. I know how to act. It's going to be y'all right. It's going to be y'all right. Yes. Keep the game tight. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. All right. So what did it sound like? Okay, y'all can hear the beat. So it was coming through. All right, it was coming through stronger. Okay, that's cool. It was long as it was coming through, son. You know what I'm saying? Because as Cook said, that beat dope though. Yeah, my nephew kicked me down. My nephew, he's a producer. Shirley, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. How you feeling, ma? It's good to see me, some you. So tonight on the Daily Go Get It Business Show, we are talking about they have no conscience, but they fear the consequences. So we're talking about when people act crazy, they act reckless, they act violent, they have no regard for anybody's feelings or whatever. But when somebody retaliates on them, or when they are facing jail time, or when they're gonna lose something that they want to hold on to, then the whole story changes, and then they start backpedaling. They start moonwalking. You know what I mean? Moonwalking like Michael Jackson. Annette Davis, the number one. How you feeling, Mom? So good to see me. Some you know that is true. So do y'all know? But let's, before we go into the whole thing, because I have kind of already went into the whole thing. But let me ask y'all this: have you ever known somebody that you don't think ever had a conscience? Have you ever known somebody that you thought did not have a conscience? Somebody that seemed to not care about what anybody thought or anybody felt or anybody else's feelings except for their own. And sometimes you had to question whether they even had feelings of their own. Have you ever known anybody like that? I have. I've known some people that I thought really didn't have a conscience. I mean, thinking like, how could you do that and sleep at night? Or maybe they didn't sleep. Maybe they just stayed up all night. You know what I mean? Thinking about the next mean or bad thing that they could do to somebody. But have you ever known somebody that didn't have a conscience? I've known people who did it. And the crazy part is whenever they did seem to have a conscience, whenever they did seem to do right by people, they were people who weren't really close to them or really didn't care for them. When it was people that were right there with them, it seemed like they had nothing but contempt for them. Those were the people that they treated the worst. So you take a man that did nothing but cheat on his woman, did nothing but abuse her, did nothing but have other children. Listen, They may have did nothing but have other children with other women. They may have done nothing but try to always create situations where it was one woman against another woman, have them clashing and all that old reckless, chaotic, underhanded back shit. And they didn't seem to care. Like, well, that's just how it be. I've known women who didn't seem to have a conscience, treated their man like straight shit. Like, how could you really? That man is looking out for you. He's standing by you. He brings you home his money. He makes sure that your family is taken care of. As a matter of fact, he came into a ready-made family, and he treats you like you walk on water, and you treat him like you want to drown him in the same water that you walk on. And she ain't seem to give a fuck. She say some shit like, yeah, but he, you know what I mean? But he corny. He's stupid. I can't, how I'm gonna treat somebody good who's stupid? No conscience. No conscience. No conscience. Somebody that'll run your credit up, fuck all your money up, steal all of your money, or swindle you out of your money, mess up your credit, leave you ass out. Straight leave you ass out. But they wouldn't be able to handle it if you did the same thing to them. But they have no conscience. So when you ask them why would they do that? Like, how do they do that and be all right? And they act like, shit, that's life. Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. And I take it there and I take it there. I said a life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said a life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said a life ain't fair and I ain't fair. And then I'ma take it there. Yeah, I'ma take it there. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I do what I wanted to wear. And I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I do what I wanted to with who and who. Where I do care, life ain't fair. What you talking about? Get that shit around here. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. I said life ain't fair and I ain't fair. Life ain't fair and I ain't fair. So every waking moment I get, I'ma take it there. And that's how they seem to live their lives. Not caring. No conscience at all. Do they kids dirty. Manipulate their kids. Put one child against the other, play favorites, that type of shit. Don't really care about their kids. I always look sideways when I see a woman that has, if y'all anything like me, y'all know women who have 4, 5, 6 kids, and they only have custody of like the youngest one. And that's normally because the youngest one has not been taken by the father yet for whatever reason. And these same women, they be acting like they be the ones that be talking about, I put my children first. I put them 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 in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. Don't make me curse. Don't make me curse. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them in a verse. He says, I put them first. 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 I put them in a verse. I put them first. I put them first. I put them first. They be the ones. So all of the fathers and all of the children, they have a knack for finding men that will take their children away from a woman who ain't doing right because they was brought up to bring their kids up the right way. So I knew a chick one time, she had 5 kids and she only had custody of one. And that was the youngest one. And why did she have custody of the youngest one? She had custody of the youngest one because the father wasn't taking custody of that one. So she was basically stuck with the one. But let her tell it. I let them go down south. I let them go down south and stay with their fathers because they got better schools down there. And, and they boys. And, a woman can't raise a man. Yeah, and they can't even try, huh? No conscience. No conscience. Now, it's one thing. I mean, it may sound like a double standard, but it's one thing for a man not to see his kids because, unfortunately, we are accustomed to that type of behavior. But for a woman to not see her children and to make appointments to go see her kids and then don't show up, like you a deadbeat mom. What kind of, what we got? And they ain't got no conscience. No conscience. Like, well, it's about time these men started stepping up anyway. That David says, I know a man who was just like that. He could fuck whomever he wanted and not expect me to get mad. Kim Wim says, yes, my cousin's loser ex. My cousin's loser ex. Loser X. Was that like Racer X in Speed Racer? It's Racer X. It's Racer X. Shut up, Spritle. What kind of name was Spritle? Oh, Kim's going to say, but a tambourine. See, that's how long you've been going. You don't even know about the tambourine and the drums and shit. Sure, husband said that calls for drums. Yo, drums rolling on the floor. Let me find out you have a whole band flow going on and you're the only band member. Yo, but I'm holding auditions. I need a funky maraca. I need a funky maraca player. Kim's Williams says she is trash. Yeah. I seen it though. I seen it. Show says I know a few of them. 2 are on drugs and one's a workaholic. Kim's Williams says no. He is her ex who has always been a loser. Oh, I see. But yeah. Oh, by the way, y'all, hold on. By the way, y'all can call into the show. The number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes. So I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Go get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199. Call in, press number 1. That lets me know that you would like to speak. I get you on up in here. You can say whatever you want. The show is totally non-censored. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to say. I'm not gonna tell you what to say. Just make sure you keep it respectful and legible. Well, not legible, but intelligible. In other words, make sure that we can understand what you're talking about. Sometimes people get a little heated, get a little heated, they get a little mad, a little too much passion. You know what I mean? A little passion. Sometimes people call in, they be drunk or high. We haven't had anybody do that in a while, but times that it happened, you could tell. And that David says, was you talking about the bus driver? Actually, I wasn't talking about the bus driver this time, Annette. She had, I think she had, I want to say 5. The one I was talking about was a younger one, and she actually was on drugs. But what I'm thinking about was she was too young to have that many kids and not be taking care of none of them. And the thing is, she never even she never mentioned her kids. Like, she didn't talk about that. So, no, not the bus driver. So, unfortunately, I've talked about so much on this show that people know all of the ratchet people that I know or met. The ratchet bus driver, though, she wasn't a bus driver. She just worked for SEPTA. I think that she like sat in the booth. I don't think she actually was an operator. But you know what? I don't think she had a conscience when I think about it, because she was so fucking crazy and selfish and self-centered. Okay, now I'm talking about the bus driver. Thank you, Annette. Thank you for bringing up all of these ratchet ass chicks from my past. But to my credit, I didn't mess around with her. Now, what a ratchet ass. As Cook says, I'm going to play the castanets. What are castanets? Let me find out. Hold on. Y'all always got to be talking about stuff that I don't know. As soon as I try to get smart, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I try to get smart, everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. What are castanets?
Here's the definition of castanets.
Oh.
Small concave pieces of wood, ivory, or plastic, joined in pairs by a cord and clicked together by the fingers as a rhythmic accompaniment to Spanish dancing.
You know, I didn't know that's what they were called. And I've played those before. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, you're going to play the castanets. How cool. That is the epitome of cool. That is the epitome of cool. Cool. She's going to play the castanet. It can make like a little clicking noise. Clicky, 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 clickety, clicky, clicky, clickety, clicky, clickety, clickety, clicky, clickety, clickety, clicky, clickety. So you can play the beats. So yeah. So when you know somebody that doesn't have a conscience, you know, actually, to me, people who don't have a conscience are pretty scary. You know why? Because to me, they don't have any integrity. So if you don't have a conscience, that means that you can lie to people habitually and constantly and consistently and not think nothing about it. You can deceive people and not feel nothing about it. Ain't no big deal. So what? So what? So what? I lie. Everybody lie. Who don't lie? Who ain't never told a lie in their life? If they say that you never, if somebody say that they never told a lie in their life, then they lying right then and there. So why is it such a big deal that I told a lie? That's how they will get, y'all. This shit is real, man. This shit is real. This shit is real. If a person doesn't have a conscience, then they won't feel no remorse or any type of sorrow or they won't feel anything bad about stealing from you. I mean, we thinking that dealing with somebody without a conscience is like dealing with somebody that's Superman. And we may even be inspired sometimes by their lack of tact or, you know, their ability to have lack of inhibition. But we don't really realize that it comes right back to us full circle. So your money is missing and you know that they took it, but they're never going to admit that they took it because they don't have a conscience. They don't give a fuck. So they're not even going to try to help you get the money back in some kind of way. No conscience. No, they don't feel bad about that. They stole. They don't feel bad. You needed that money. You might have been on your last money, but they don't give a fuck. They don't have a conscience. But they fear the consequences. So if you go upside their head, you know, have you, I'm sure some of y'all have had to do that. Have you ever caught somebody in a lie and it was a serious lie because they did something to you and based on that lie, and you saw them do it, or you know for a fact that they did it, and you gave them a chance to tell the truth before you went upside their head, and they kept lying, and so you whooped that ass, and the whole time you whooping that ass, they like, I'm telling you, I ain't do it, I ain't do it, to the point where you questioning whether you should be whooping that ass, but you know they did it. But because they don't have a conscience, even though they getting their ass whooped, they're not going to admit that shit. So they took an ass whooping behind that lie, and they'll still stick to that lie. You know, we fought and all of that, but I didn't do nothing. And even the people who they trying to tell that they didn't do nothing to, they ain't trying to hear that shit. What you mean you ain't never you ain't do nothing? Yes, you did. And that says the 45th definitely has no kind of conscience. You're right. He doesn't have a conscience at all. He does not have a conscience. He doesn't give a fuck. That is some devilish behavior. No conscience. Like whatever he does, as long as it serves him, it's okay. It doesn't, like, you don't matter. You don't matter. The only time when you will matter is when you are an extension of him. But 45 does not like to suffer the consequences. He's a straight bitch when it comes to somebody retaliating against him or making him pay for something that he has done. I wasn't even thinking about him when I made this. But yeah, I guess this is about him all day. All day. So, you know, yeah, Donald Trump does not have a conscience, that not one that I can see. Make sure that y'all like this show, man. Please push the like button. Please push the like button, and please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so thus far. You know, we're trying to build this movement. We always talking about good stuff on here. And feel free to chime in, 319-527-6199. That's how it's going down. Daily Go Get a Business Show. I'm your host, Sun752. Glad to be here with y'all. And we're talking about they have no conscience, but they fear the consequences. They have no conscience, but they fear the consequences. Sure, husband talking something. Oh boy, we know what your next Amazon order going to be. Castanets are coming. No, they're not, because I can't play. Anyway, I ain't gonna steal nobody's thunder. S. Cook will play the castanets. Because I ain't going to have S. Cook talking about running around talking about something. You ain't even know what a castanet was until I mentioned it on your show. Now you running around here like you a castanet player. Before me, you didn't even know a castanet. You thought a castanet was a casket for women. It's a castanet. It was a girl casket. Before you met me, you thought castanets were girl caskets. You about a dumb nigga. Dumb. Nigga. Okay, Emily says, I don't lie. I call it stretching the truth. That's to make them feel better. Word. I hope that works. Kim says, oh my Bob, yes, at lie. Yeah, you actually had to whoop that ass like pussy. Yo, I'm gonna give you a chance to tell the truth. Yo, if you lie to me again, I'm going up in your mouth, straight up and down. I'm telling you, oh, I'm saying I ain't do that shit. I ain't do it. I mean, you steal your money right back off of them. Your money is marked and it's in their pocket. I don't know how it got there. 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 No conscience. But they don't want to take that ass whooping. They might try to lie and they might try to tell an alternative lie instead of the truth. Because they fear the consequences. They might blame somebody else for it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, man. It was Terry. It was Terry did the shit. Terry was there. They do that kind of shit. They do that kind of shit. I mean, you know, that they bout that bullshit. You understand what I'm talking about? And then David says, yes, and still telling the same lies today. As Cook says, liars believe their own lies. Yeah, when they pathological, they do. Kim says, he has no moral fiber at all, talking about 45. None at all. None at all. At the Orange Moron. He, Orange Moron, is an overgrown child. But and his followers rock with him. So I'm wondering, if you can follow somebody like that, then you have to, you must be a liar yourself. Like you have to love the liar in you. Because I mean, I'm like, you can't. I don't know, man. I don't give a fuck who it is. If I'm down with a person, but they the type of person that keep changing their story time after time after time, man, I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, son, what you doing? Like, where they do that? Where they do that? Hey, yo. All right. And then David says, liked and shared. Appreciate it. I try to share to my Twitter. I'll see if it went through. Good looking. Nar says, when they get that dumb, can't clap back. When they get that dumb, can't clap back. Look, it's the conscience. Some will even die for the lie. You're right. That's what I'm saying. You whooping on that ass. And they still keeping that lie up. Casket for women. You think that's funny? That's good. It's a castanet. The other casket is just a casting. It's a what? It's a casting. Don't you mean a casket? I mean, you can say it either way. You ever know people who they say some shit wrong and they fuck up some shit and they be like, wait, it don't matter. You can say it either way. Like, no, one of them doesn't have a K in it and the other one does. But the K like kind of silent. Like you don't really hear it. When you say casket, you don't really hear the K. No, you do hear the K. It's casket. That sounds like casted. It's, you know, like the castanet or the casting. Casting, no, that's casting. That's like you casting. That's like when you throw like your fishing line out, you cast it. Or like when you go to when you go to audition for a spot in a movie, a casket call. That's casting call. Yeah, like the maracas, the little finger maracas. No, that's a castanet. Oh, no, a castanet. Yeah, you know, like the girl casket. Kim says, of course they are liars who follows the morons. Guilty by association. Guilty by association. Yes, they are. Guilty by association. Guilty by association. But yeah, man. You know, so when you're dealing with somebody that doesn't have a conscience, you're dealing with an animal that is untamed. They are wild. They just wild and out there, not giving up. Not wilding out there, not giving up. Just wilding out there, not giving up. What? Let's cook talking about some strawberry. Strawberry. And I got it from the store across the street. I bought me some scrimps too. Want some? The good scrimps or the good shrimps. Scrimp. Casket call. It's a casket call. Went into the movie to die. I mean, you went on set to die in front of the casting directors. Oh man. Yeah, man, but you know, when you're dealing with somebody that doesn't have a conscience, you know, I always wondered if that's like some type of birth defect. Because one thing that separates human beings from animals is the fact that they have a conscience, is the fact that they feel bad about the things that they do to other people, the bad things that they do. Guilt separates human beings. Well, it separates man from all other species. You are never going to find a lion crying about eating a gazelle. They're like, yo, I eat gazelles. I eat zebra. I eat any animal that I can catch and bite them in the back and eat their ass with the blood running out. The blood is like the salt. That's like the seasoning. You're not going to find a lion being like, man, I need to, you know, shit. Elephants eat vegetables and they big and strong. I need to just eat some. I need to stop eating these damn animals. They be all scared when I be chasing them and shit. But they're not. They're inhuman. They're not human. They don't have a conscience. They were designed by nature to eat other animals. Birds of prey. You don't see them bitching about. You ain't gonna see a hawk bitching, you know, crying over a rat or a squirrel that they caught. You're gonna rip this head off. Or a rabbit. They're gonna eat that shit. When you see an owl, you ask that owl, like, yo, owl, you fucked that rabbit up. Don't you feel bad, owl? He like, who? You fucked that rabbit up. You see what you did to that chipmunk? Who? You, owl. Come on, owl. He be like, ow, 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 ow. Come on, owl. I thought you were supposed to be wise. Whoo. But for real, when you're dealing with somebody that doesn't have a conscience, it's like they're inhuman. It's the one thing that separates humans from all other species. Guilt. That's why we go to church and pray and all of that. It's guilt. We know that there's a code of conduct that we're supposed to follow, a divine code of conduct. We're supposed to do right by each other. So when we don't, we feel that shit like, yo, I'm bugging. Yo, I feel bad. Real bad, you know what I'm saying? Real bad, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's the thing that separates us from other animals, man. From other species, all other species, all of it. So all of them. So when you are the type of person that seems to be working without a conscience, man, it's like you are inhuman. You are other. Thanks for liking the show, y'all. For people who are just coming through, please like the show. I'd appreciate it. Like the show, share the show, and definitely subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. This is the Daily Go Get Amism Show. I'm your host, Sun752. We do this every night at 7 o'clock. Please come through, tell a friend, share the show. Hopefully you enjoy it. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going down, baby. But yeah, no conscience. But when it's time for them to get their just desserts, when it's time for them to suffer the consequences of their action, then they bitching, pissing, moaning, scared, running, hiding, ducking, running. Yeah. Because they all of a sudden they become aware of the pain that they have inflicted on somebody else, or the injustice or the unfairness that they have inflicted on somebody else. And they're not trying to feel that themselves. No. They don't want no part of that shit. They don't want no part of that. They ain't trying to feel it. They ain't trying to feel it, see it, be a part of it. No. Robin Ming says, that's why I don't be bothered with people. I don't trust them. Even your so-called best friends, they will take from you and swear they didn't. Well, then somebody like that don't have no business being your best friend. Because my best friend ain't going to steal from me. And I'm not going to have to go upside my best friend head. Because if I do have to do that, then I need to reevaluate what a best friend is. Because evidently I don't know. I got it twisted, messed up. Nora says, how about those down with this population control going on? Listen, man, I'm just trying to keep from catching the Rona, my brother. I don't want the Rona. I don't know what the Rona going to do. I see myself recovering from the Rona, but I ain't trying to see the Rona. I ain't got no problem staying in the house, though. I ain't trying to see the Rona. Serial killers definitely have no conscience at all. They don't. I mean, you ever think about? But honestly, serial killers don't have a conscience. But I've also wondered about some people that are in the military. Like when you have all those medals and you've been in the military, you done had bodies. You know, like I don't know if God cares about country. You know, like, you know, military be like God and country. God probably be like, hey, country my ass. You dropped the bomb on thousands of people. You killed thousands of people. Your bomb. And you were taken care of for life by the people who ordered you to drop that bomb. And you did it. You ain't even pray to me after that shit. I don't know. I've always wondered about some military people like snipers. Snipers see their kills. Like if you're on the front line, you might just be rat-a-tat-tat. Just you don't know, you seeing people drop and all of that. You just trying to get away. But when you a sniper, you get a motherfucker in your scope. Take that breath. Bow! Headshots. You see that shit fly. You far away. You get your kill. Pack up your shit. Disassemble your weapon. Put it back in your in the case. Put it in your sack. And you move on. Fresh body, fresh kill. You 100 yards away. People don't even know where the shot came from. You flew that head. Sniper. Does a sniper have a conscience? I mean, it might be harder to have a conscience about that. when people are praising you, calling you a hero for that shit. I just wonder how God is going to look at that. Like, you a hero, huh? Okay. Well, here's where we send those heroes. Your kind of hero, we have a special place for them. Taking lives. But one thing about serial killer, well, no, because serial killers always try to escape justice. That's why they kill in secrecy. That's why they run from, like Ted Bundy. He ain't want to be in jail. And he called himself repentant before he got put in the electric chair. Like motherfucker, you ain't give a fuck. Not one single solitary fuck. Not one. And it says my Wi-Fi ain't shit, going in and out, no conscience at all. Comcast knows that I'm trying to watch the show. Shit, my damn it. Yeah, Comcast definitely don't have a heart. They are heartless bastards. Heartless. No, once that you decided on a killing, first you make a stone of your heart. And if you find that your hands are still willing, then you can't turn a murder into an art. Murder by numbers by the police. The police stinging them. I will turn your face to alabaster when you find your servant is your master. Oh, and you'll be wrapped around my finger. Yeah, the police. Only the army says God and country. Well, the army ain't the only one that kills. Nar says there's somebody out there dodging an assault warrant, as well as the victim's family members. How's that for having a conscience after the fact? Yeah, because they fear the consequences. They have contempt for the consequences. They don't want to suffer the consequences. You think I'm bluffing? They suffer the consequences. They ain't trying to see that. They don't want what they've done to happen to them. I mean, you have people, and they're talking about serial killers. You also have people who are contract killers. Contract killers. Contract killers. Kill people for money. But I have to admit, motherfucking contract killers. What's the other word? Hitmen. Hitmen don't seem to fear the consequences. Like, I think most hitmen have accepted that they've killed, and then eventually somebody's going to kill them. So I don't give a fuck. They don't have the same contempt for the consequences as other people do. Other people. So it's a tough situation, man. When you're dealing with somebody that doesn't seem to have a conscience, do evil shit all day long, do evil shit, unmentionable, and can keep doing it. Something inside of them is reinforcing that behavior. Something inside of them is saying, all right, well, still, as long as I don't get caught, I'm good. As long as I don't get caught, I'm good. I am good. So it's a bad situation. Bad situation. But yo, man. And that says my landlord has no conscience. They still went their rent on time. I don't know. Your landlord has a family of their own. That ain't about conscience. I mean, the same way you can say he don't care about you and your family, he can say about you, well, you don't care about me and my family. You think I'm rich, so you think that you can live here for free. Not saying that you think that way, because I know that you don't. But a lot of people, a lot of tenants, when I had tenants, they thought we was rich. So why you hounding us for money? Like, you realize this is how we live? Some people don't understand. Some people don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get it. You know, the government of the United States does not have a conscience. Slavery, Jim Crow, systemic and institutionalized racism. They don't give a fuck. Not one single solitary fuck do they care, do they give about their treatment of black people. They not give a fuck. True story. And that says in July, a lot of people are going to be evicted. But don't worry, Annette. Those people were bad people. Only bad people lose their homes. Trust me. You gotta trust me on this. Actually, times are so bad right now. But that's why I say this government doesn't have a conscience. They'll do what they have to do. Certain politicians will do whatever they have to do in order to get reelected. But they don't really give a fuck about nobody. I don't think so. I don't think they have a conscience. I mean, when you're working with that type of greed, when you're really just trying to get money out here, you ain't gonna tell me that you have a conscience. I don't see how a politician can have a conscience. Honestly, I don't see how any president of the United States can have a conscience, because your job is all about money and you start wars when you know that hundreds or thousands of people are going to die. I don't know if you have a conscience. Start wars over bullshit, though. Not because of anything that happened to you or any type of threat to your way of life or your family or your people, but start a war because that person from that country may have revealed something that you did and you want to make sure that it don't come out. That would be my man, Muammar Gaddafi. It's the one knock on the Obama presidency that I ain't letting go. You shouldn't have killed that man. That shit was risen. It don't get no wronger than that. Like, yo, man, you bugging. But he had to protect that dollar, the American dollar, because Gaddafi was making moves. Of course, the propaganda in this country will tell you what? They'll tell you that Muammar Gaddafi didn't have a conscience. The United States, their whole justification for going into war is taking down a dictator. That dictator kills his own people. The United States never kills their own people. But these dictators in their country, they killing their own people. Mm-hmm. We would never kill our own people. Talk to the pharmaceutical industry. I think they killed at least 1 or 2 people I know. I'm sorry, 1 or 200 people I know. It is what it is, man. We're about to get on about here. We're about to get on up out of here. We've been on over a little over an hour. Little. I'm gonna count my little Facebook time too. We've been in here. We've been in here for a minute, but listen, I had a good time with y'all. You know, we didn't talk a lot about when people are very contemptuous about the consequences, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. People can dish it out, but they can't take it very well. A lot of people can punch, but they can't take a punch. You know what I'm saying? You ever see somebody get punched so hard that they get punched in the face so hard that they hold their face like, oh, like, dude. You ever see somebody get punched in the face so hard that you could feel it like, oh, shit. I know he cracked his whole shit. He cracked his whole shit. These landlords got their mortgages forgiveness in 90 days. They ain't losing shit. That's their business. That's the way it was set up. You can't live for free. Okay. As Cook says, the U.S. flips the script. A lot of us don't know the script. So we be running around here talking about something. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple magic. Wait, something, purple majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Dumbass niggas be going for that dumb shit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, say. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. Let's get on the out of here, man. You know what I mean? Let's do these birthday shout outs and let's get on the out of here. These birthday shout outs and let's get out of here. The birthday shout outs. Get on up out of here. I said the birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. I said the birthday. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious April 7th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box. Go get a Sarah Baylor. Sarah Baylor. Happy birthday to you, Sarah. I want to say, I hope that today finds you a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. You rock on the damn thing. And also, Joseph Thama, happy birthday to you. And also, Shay Walton, happy birthday to you, Shay. And Latanya King, turning 46 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Latanya. And Tammy and Anaje. Tammy Anaje, turning 41 years old today. And my man going all the way back to the 1991, Scotty Bentham, my man Scotty Bentham. Happy birthday, my G. You know what I mean? And why stand up? And last but not least, go get a Love Hurts. Her name is Love Hurts. Happy birthday to you, to Love Hurts. Happy birthday to you, to Love Hurts. I'm going to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious, glorious. April 7th. Anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on, and do the rock out, rock on, and do the damn rock out, rock on, and do the damn thing, and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember. Hey, yo, listen, yo, man. You know, a lot of people out here roll without a conscience. They are a strange animal. They are somebody who sticks out in the crowd, even though they may be moving incognito. They may be moving on the low. But when you deal with somebody who has no conscience and really doesn't seem to have any regard or fear or contempt for the consequences, then you're dealing with a person that's damn near inhuman, you know, because it's not natural not to give a fuck that much. You know what I mean? A lot of times we just be saying IDGAF. We don't really DGAF, you know, but these people do not GAF. So when you're dealing with somebody like that, my best advice is for you to remove yourself from them, because those are the type of people that will steal from you and help you look for your own money while it's in their pocket. They're the type that will rob your house while they are enjoying your stuff in a house that they took it to. They are the type that will, you know, we didn't even talk about this. They are the type that will mess with your man or your woman right behind your back, right under your nose, and tell you how good your man or your woman is to you and how you should hang in there with them. You know, that kind of shit. Those are the type of people that don't seem to have a conscience. But if you turn it around on them and do it to them, yeah, you'll see what not having a conscience is really all about. You'll see what that whole situation is really all about. Yo, man, thank y'all for coming through. You know, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I appreciate me some you. Yes, I do. For any of y'all who haven't pushed the like button, make sure that you push the like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you share the show if you haven't shared the show thus far, and make sure that y'all follow the show. You know, 7 o'clock every weekday night, y'all. That's how it's going down on Daily Go Get Him Show. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. And I will be right back at you 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So y'all get with all that. Get with all that. And I holler back. That's my word. And I holler back. Peace, Blog Talk. I'm out now. Peace to y'all. YouTubers.
Goodbye.
Peace. Love is love, y'all. All right.